Welcome everybody to the Convo with Crown podcast show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. In this segment, we going to talk about some real game, man. Something everybody should be on, and this man is an expert in his fields. I said fields because he's, diverse with it. I just met this fella, you know what I'm saying? Very cool guy, and he's very knowledgeable about both fields that he's in. So I want y'all to tap in because he has some real knowledge that us as a black community need to tap into. So without further ado, let me introduce my man. He has certified personal training through American Council of Exercise. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all that one. The FTMO prop firm platform certified day trader. So I'm giving y'all some gems of what we about to talk about today, right? This is all things that he's expert in. Platinum 1000. Platinum 1000 is where he was in International Markets Live. That's another platform where he trained over 200 people. Over 200 people on the skill of trading. That's amazing, man. So without further ado, man, let me give it up for my man, Chris Cooper. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for
Yes,
Coop.
sir. Appreciate you for having
Yes,
me
sir.
on. Appreciate you, Crown, man. Definitely all good vibes. Much love from first time I met you. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm great. Had a beautiful morning so far. Did some yoga this morning, so good grounded. Feeling great.
Look, y'all already know what time he on, man, doing yoga. What time was it, man?
7 a.m.
7 a. The early bird gets the worm. That's what they say, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Let me give the people a little background of how you grew up and where you come from and all that.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm born and raised right here in the 414, right here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, I love it here. It's a different vibe. You know, what I'm saying, being in different places. But man, I grew up really growing up going to different schools. I went to Brown Street Academy. I went to Gray's, the daycare. I went to Darrell Lynn Hines School, New Testament.
Yeah. That's my church.
Yeah.
I went to New Testament for
Yeah.
years. Yeah, I actually was at the church. Like we started at Vincent High School.
Facts.
Like, well, they probably started somewhere else, but I started attending as a youngin' when my mom's at Vincent High School. So, and then my uncle was part of the construction team for the actual church. So, as a teenager, I used to go, with him on the construction site and help out and help build the actual church. So, yeah, man.
That's tough.
Shout out New
Appreciate you.
Testament. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so that's where I graduated middle school from.
Oh,
So,
for
you know
real?
what I'm saying? Yeah, that was, man, I don't even know what year was that. 2008, 2000.
Oh, man. How old is you, Coop?
I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
Listen, that's amazing, man. And y'all don't even know why I'm saying it's amazing, but after this interview, you go realize why this is an amazing dude at 27 of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Man, continue, man.
Yeah. So then from there, I went to high school. I went to University School in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And I actually had a choice in between there and Marquette. And to be honest, I just didn't want to go to an all boys school. So I was like, let's go see what this is like. Let's go see what this is about and what's happening. And that's actually where I ended up meeting Jadati, and who's owner of Coffee Makes You Black right now.
Dope.
So that's where I met him freshman year. Ended up becoming good friends, building character. I was exposed to just a lot of things. I was able to go to France for 2 weeks. I had a major injury where I dislocated my ankle playing basketball. The first year I played basketball, my senior year, crazy, and it was right after I had a huge, crazy fall football season. Wow. So I had dropped 16 touchdowns. It was like 800 something yards, like 47 catches. Like I was just going nuts,
You was out there
just
killing them.
playing both sides of the ball, all of that. Then go play basketball, dislocate my ankle. So from there, I was like, my mindset was like, bro, this is over. Like I'll never be able to play sports. I'll never be able to da 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 da.
Right.
Able to have surgery. Went through the recovery, but then that's where one of my coaches, Coach Don 40, he put it in my head. He was like, imagine in your mind right now that you got little robots that's going to that area and that's working that area and that's making it better and that's constructing and making things better. As long as you do that, your recovery time will be faster.
Wow.
And I was like, I didn't know and understand it at that time that I was tapping into using my mental awareness and really diving into actually controlling my body in that sense. So from there, it was like, okay, how can I improve? How can I do better? And then from there, I ended up doing track that spring.
Mm-hmm.
Going to state, me and DJ went to state, and I was the only person to ever go to state with him during track. Did triple jump. I think I placed like 5th or 6th, I think it was, and he ended up placing first. He got first in long jump, and then I think second, first in triple, and then second in long jump. So you know what I'm saying, we all walked away just, hey, bro, we was not expecting this.
Yeah,
Not expecting this. So
all athletic.
yeah, all athletic, you know what I'm saying? And then definitely shout out to my fam, my mom, my pops, all my siblings. I got 5 sisters, younger brother. They definitely is like a fortitude and like a solid point for me, just like,
Yeah. 5 sisters, huh?
yeah.
How was it growing up with 5 girls? Oh, where are you placed in that?
I'm the oldest.
You the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Wow.
I'm the oldest.
So you
so right when I went to college was just as they were in middle school, coming into like puberty and things like that. So I just missed all that.
Oh wow.
But my brother caught the runt of all that. So it's just like, book in, but it's all love. It's all
you still got a big bro around. You still got a big bro though.
every time. Every time we
Keep
kick
the
it.
dudes off of them and all that.
Facts. They know. They already know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I can see where your training seed was planted.
Yeah.
Like, what made you dive full into training and actually getting certified for it?
Man, that became a process. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I had in high school we had a paper that we had to write junior year. It was our thesis paper. It was like a 10 to 12 page paper on what do we want to do as a career in our life.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was like, let me do it on personal training. So I did it on this guy named Brandon Berna and like shadowed him in his gym, took some notes, wrote a paper on it. I was like, okay, cool. That's something that's interesting that I could dive into.
Right.
And then from there, it was like, so I ended up going to school at UW Whitewater, right? So right after I graduated, went there, and I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't know like in what lane, how, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And so I was kind of at a point in my life where I was like, okay, I went on a 3-day fast, like no water, well, just water, no food, no, you know what I'm saying, no nothing like that. And I just locked myself in a room and I just sat with myself and I was like, okay, like, what do I gotta do? Like, I just asked God, I was like, what is your will? And it was like clear as day. I heard it was like, your will is my will. Like, whatever you want to do is what I want you to do. And I open the doors and allow the things for that to happen. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, what do I really want to do? I want to play football. I want to work out and, get paid for it and not have to worry about it. And I want to be able to travel the world and make money however I want to.
Right.
Not knowing the seed that I was planting at that time. And this was 2017. I was 20. I was just about to turn 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to turn 21. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I got to figure this out.
You had that moment of clarity young. At how old? You said 21?
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, I was just about to turn. It was like January. Yeah, I remember it was winter time. It was no school, but school was about to start. So I was like, let me just lock in, and then from there, man. And this is why I really I really tell people to focus and hone in on what is important and valuable to you and what you love, because then your awareness and your eyesight will open to that possibility and the things around you to really do that for real, for real.
Absolutely.
So from there, I didn't even know that Whitewater had a course that not only was taught by a personal trainer who was all head of all personal trainers that worked out at the gym, or I mean that trained at the gym, but also helps to get certified in ACE.
Hmm.
So I'm like, and it's a discount on it. I get a student discount.
Explain to the people what ACE is.
All right, so ACE is a American Council of Exercise. So basically, what that is, it's teaching people different facets of health and wellness, and helping them be certified to teach that and be paid for it. Other ones is like NASM. There's all these letter LMNOP acronyms for all
Can't
of
remember
them.
them all. Huh?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It was just one that it was like entry level, you know what I'm saying? Just something to get in, get educated, get certified.
Right.
And then from there, I was looking at job descriptions. It was like, you got to have 1 to 2 years of experience, or have your certification or your college degree.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Whitewater was not vibing with me. I was just in a real dark space. Like I was going through learning personal development. That's where I started to dive into Bob Proctor and people like Les Brown, and just, you know what I'm saying, like start listening to it, because I'm like, what is it that they talking about? What is these people saying that you can manifest? And
Right.
I think that was around the time that The Secret came out too. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, what is all this like that folks is talking about? And I just started to just listen to it. One I listened to was The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale.
Yeah. Yeah. Deep. Man, needed that motivation in you for real.
I needed it, you know what I'm saying? And then the part that flipped for me was, and I knew it was deep in me. So you know, in college you got to do your Com 101, you do your presentation class. I did it on this book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Basically, it's just a book talking about how to be able to develop and program your brain and your mind to do the things that you need to do autonomously.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. I just took the analogy of the rubber band.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A rubber band, you can stretch from a rubber band and put as much force to it as you want to, but no matter what you do, it's going to always come to the shape of that rubber band. If you want to change the rubber band, you got to change it at a molecular level. You got to dive deep into it.
Right.
So you got to look at people like a rubber band. If you want to change who you are, you can't put on makeup. You can't go to church, pray to God, and that's great and all.
Right.
But if you're not really doing the work behind the doors, if you're not praying, if you're not being consistent, you're not, getting up on time, you're not eating right, if you're not being consistent on that on your own time, then what's the show for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's basically where I got to that. So then from there, I was like, okay, now I understand how to, train and develop myself. Let me do that for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest way to do it, like, people got to understand that we are spirit, mind, and body.
Okay.
A lot of people will hear you say you mind, body, spirit. We're spiritual beings
Right.
that has a mental, conscious intellect to make a decision between right and wrong, but we're in this physical casing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get to you and I can help you change your physical, your mental has to change with it.
Gotta change. I think that's the that's the part that people have a problem with the breakthrough, is understanding that a lot that comes with everything that transpires in your life, it starts with like your spiritual. It starts with your spirit, and then your mind has to be conditioned in order for you to want to go further in changing the physical and everything and all that. Like
Hmm.
it's a discipline thing for real. And um like how like we're working with a lot of people. How like tough is it for you as a trainer to get people to understand the mental part of changing your physical and being more spiritually involved?
So the biggest thing when it comes to changing anybody is getting them to experience, because you don't know something until you experience it.
Right.
So through the workout sessions, I'm playing with the side of, this is super hard, and hey, this is super nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I come across real nice.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hey, you got it. You could do this. It's no problem. Why? Because you need that constant reinforcement that's combating in the head saying that you can't.
Right.
That's the first time. Soon as somebody see a workout, oh, I can't do that. What you mean you can't? Have you tried it? No. So you haven't experienced it, so you don't know it yet.
Right.
Try it. Boom, you try it. Now you see what you got to change. Um, and that's kind of like the same thing in business. You know what I'm saying? Folks be scared to start a business or step out and do that because they think if this may happen, this won't happen, whatever the case may be. But you got to step out, try, learn. Then you keep, you know what I'm saying, falling forward.
Absolutely.
Same thing in fitness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a bike. It's like once you start it, you got, in order to maintain it, you got to constantly keep it going. So
Mm-hmm.
constantly changing, the modes of what we're doing. So um I always come across as if I don't know what the workout's about to be,
Yeah.
but I know what the workout about to be.
Right. I was gonna ask you like, what are some of your routines? Like, do you have when you are training somebody? Do you have a routine or repetitive thing, or do you switch it up on them? And can you give us some of those routines?
Yeah, I've got like man, I've got so many different routines, but it basically is off of um time and reps.
Mm-hmm.
Change those.
Time and reps.
Change those.
It
You
don't
know what I'm
matter
saying?
what you're doing. Time and reps.
Change those.
Okay.
No lie, cuz you could be doing a workout, you know what I'm saying? You doing 10 reps at 30 pounds, and boom, you doing dumbbell bench press, boom boom boom, that's easy. All right, go to 12. Is that easy? Go to 15. Is that easy? Go to 20. Is
Right.
that easy? All right, change the weight. Go up.
Right.
Go up 5. Go up 10. Go back down to 10. Boom, boom, boom. And so that's how you're able to scale up. Or if you're trying to do a plank hold, start at 30 seconds, then go to 40, then go back down to 30. See how easy that was?
Right.
Boom, go back to 40, because you know what I'm saying, that's work.
Right.
Go to 45, 50, a minute, whatever the case may be. So it's a constant stacking and building, you know what I'm saying? And
Constant repetition thing.
yeah,
I think a lot of times it depends on the trainer too, because like some of these trainers, like they had the concept of no pain, no gain, so they'll push your ass like crazy, like you get what I'm saying, and that'll turn somebody off from even wanting to go. Like I
facts.
remember a few times me going to the gym, and I was going with a cat that was just like, man, we got to push you to the limit. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming home, my arms like I'm walking
Shaking
around like stiff.
and
Like
not
you get
giving
what
you
I'm
no
saying?
recovery advice.
No recovery. They tell me, hey, go get some muscle milk. You'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, what the like this
Yeah.
ain't it. Like
Yeah.
shit, you know.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, like when I first started out, like that's how it used to be. I understood, because as an athlete and as somebody who been trained,
Mm-hmm.
I need recovery. So if I need it, somebody else need it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if I can reproduce what I'm able to do for myself or somebody else. All right, this is what you need to do. All right, cool. We finna, and I have it built into my sessions now to where the first 10 minutes, that's warm up. So I'm actively getting your body ready, and I'm actively warming the muscles, the joints, all that stuff. That's gonna be used for the workout that's coming up.
Right.
So if folks really pay attention, like, oh, we doing this, we no. Yeah, that's because I'm about to hit this area.
Yeah.
We about to, and I like to do opposites. So I push pull, or you know what I'm saying, like top bottom, like do quads and hamstrings, or do glutes and calves, or do back and chest, bicep, tricep. You know what I'm saying? Core is everything. Core is everything. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You can never go wrong with doing a core workout because you know what I'm saying. Your core is your connecting piece between your two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if your core ain't stable, you gonna have unstable legs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If your core ain't stable, you're not gonna be able to push or withstand and hold yourself up
Right.
with whatever you need to do upper body wise or pull yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people doing pull ups with their hands like this.
Yeah.
Please stop. Please stop. I'm just gonna I understand to hit the triceps. Cool, it's better workouts to hit the triceps than that. But think about it: if you on the side of a ledge and you on a cliff and you finna fall off, you can't put your hands into no rock like that.
Right.
You gotta put your hands like this and pull yourself up.
Fact. Shit.
Survival, you know what I'm saying? Like
Survival.
I train to be able to make sure you have optimal functional and functional ability in whatever you're doing. But like if you trying to like, oh, I'm trying to train for a marathon or I'm trying to train for football, basketball, track, or I'm trying to whatever it is, cool. I can steer you and guide you and direct you in that way.
Right.
But the core and base is gonna be: can you functionally even be able to hold yourself in a plank? Can you be able to do a squat and properly do it to where you're not hurting your knees? You know what I'm saying? Some people be doing squats and they be knees all over their toes, all in misalignment and stuff like that, and it's just like. But having somebody who's aware of that and is experienced and know it, that's the key to having a trainer. That's what folks pay for, having a trainer. Like it's like having a chef that's cooking for you. You ain't got to worry about what's on the menu. You just know it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for me. It's gonna be great taste and great for me. And it's what I need for based off of what I do. So I don't even gotta cook.
Right.
Bet.
No. Was you like kind of self-taught on personal training, but outside of the American Council of Exercise, or is that where you got like where you already training and doing your own education?
Yeah, so I always like to say I started my personal training in 2018 and not 2018, 2014 when I was 18. Cuz I used to take people down to Bradford Beach and I used to just have them do the workouts I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was training with one of my guys who Jerry Lucky, who ended up going to hoop and overseas. He's doing great in life, doing finance right now. One of my guys that went to NDSU, played defensive end. We actually went to high school together. Justice Kelly, like he ended up getting rings there, and like he's doing great in life right now too. We actually still talk to this day. You know what I mean? So those are just some of the first couple people that like I didn't know then, but like that's what I was getting my experience with. That's what I was getting my work with, and so then from there it was just other people. Like while I was at Whitewater, they'll just see me out biking, out training. I'll walk around with a weight vest on, ankle weights, because I got a 42-inch vertical. I got a dunk video on YouTube right now. That
42.
yeah. So I can get like at least like my elbow to forearm to the square of the backboard.
Dang.
So like I like when I'm in mode, like anything. So that's what I was doing heavily. I was doing that, like doing so I ended up playing semi-pro football too. Playing on this team called the Rockton Rush. First year there, ended up getting the offensive rookie of the year for the league, leading the league in receiving yards. I think I was number 2 in touchdowns. I think I had like 12, like 11, 12 touchdowns. Like we was just going crazy. Like and they was like, "How you able to do this?" I'm like, "Because I work out."
Right. You
So
got control of your body.
you know what I'm saying? So I had to create the story for myself. I had to be the testament for myself first, and then from there be able to show people and guide them and direct them. And then from there it's just like, well, you able to help such and such get the same results you got? Can you help me? Yeah. So
Right. Dope. Now I know a lot of people miss this portion of training and getting your body right. And we were both at this speaking engagement where you mentioned that I think you said you don't even have to work out. Like you can work out 3 to 4 times a week, but it's all about your discipline as far as what you take in and what you decide to eat. Can you touch on like what a diet, what somebody's nutrition should be, and like what do you do?
yeah, for sure. So Man, and I'm learning more and diving into this. The more that I'm getting away from American processed food, so I understand. Like you got to really understand what's going on in the system in America to really understand why you need to do the things you need to do. Like it's easy to go to McDonald's, KFC, da 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 da, because it's quick, convenient, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool, but is that what you really need to fuel you?
Right.
Is that the most optimal thing that you need to fuel you? Do you even know who you are? And that's really where we at, where a lot of people don't know who they are and what they
Right.
need. So getting back to very simplistic things like starting out, like I started out heavily getting into doing fruit cleanses. Like I would do 3-day fruit cleanse to where I'm just eating just watermelon, mango, pineapples, pears, apples, grapes, berries. You know what I'm saying? Making sure all these things are all seeded. Making sure, because the biggest thing is the only thing that can produce life is anything that can produce a seed.
Right. I just seen some an actual clip where the guy was saying that fruit is the natural detox for the body, and then vegetables are the rebuild. For the body.
Yep. Because vegetables, you gotta think about it. Oh man, wow, the cycle of life just became more clear just in this very moment. Wow, this
That's
so
Crown Convo with Crown. That's what we do.
okay. So you got to think about this, right? As we breathe and as we take in air and as we take in life, that comes from the plants, right? That comes from the what is it? The oxygen that they give off, and then with what we breathe, they bring in that CO2. So that is a natural through our breathing process. So if that happens breathing, why do we not think that that will happen at a cellular level? That we're able to actually build our, rebuild our cells and make sure. Man, I don't want to okay, I don't want to
Nah,
say the
you talking
wrong.
about like really get on some superpower
Yeah,
shit. I know.
that's
I know
exactly
where
what
you
I'm getting
going.
on right now.
Like for
No
real.
lie.
Like
So
we have
so
that
you have
ability.
you have with our DNA, when you're aging, all aging is an unraveling of your DNA. So that's where people like when you sleep, you have all this dead skin that falls off, all this. That's because your think of it as like a shoestring. All right, your shoestring is the DNA, and then that plastic cap on the shoestring, that's called your telomeres. Your telomeres is what keeps everything intact on your shoestring or that little plastic cap, so it don't unravel, and you can tie your shoes.
Right.
That's how you stop aging. So you got to feed the things that's feeding your telomeres, that's feeding your cells, so that they can rebuild and remain intact. So
Yeah.
that's the black don't crack. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But
Right.
that's really where it's at. So really eating your vegetables and eating your fruits like on a constant basis, like more than meats. You got to think about it. They even say it in the Bible. You got the Daniel's fast. Why I don't know why people think like a fast or a diet just doesn't mean a way of life. Like you can
Right.
just do it. Like yes, it takes time for you to gradually get into it, but start doing 3 days, then 3 to 4, then 4 to 5. Oh, you at a week at this point. You might as well just bust down 2 weeks real quick.
Did you see Kevin Gates talk? Do you know Kevin Gates?
Yeah.
He was talking about he did a dry fast for 30 days where he didn't drink or eat anything. Now, I, you tell is that a stretch? Like, because when I heard it, I'm like, get the hell, like you ain't drink nothing or eat for 30 days.
So I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe that. Only because our body, it all depends on how mentally trained you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our bodies, people reacts thinks the rumbling in your stomach is saying like you hungry. No, that's just your stomach digesting. I don't mean
I'll
you
be
hungry.
thinking I'm hungry.
I used to too. No
Hey,
lie.
I'll be thinking like,
Like, man,
damn,
my
my
stomach-
stomach in my back.
Nah, all you need is some water. And you be like, I'm good. You just have to fill the space, fill the void. That's all it
Yeah.
is. So the biggest thing is like filling the void with things that you actually need. But when it comes to doing it for 30 days, I read and saw something of a guy who he literally did not eat and it was like that was his regular routine, and he didn't urinate.
Wow. Ain't that like kind of
Nothing.
what Gandhi? Like Gandhi had.
I think that's
something
what he
to-
was getting to towards the end of his life too.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
think, like, man, I don't want to get into a conspiracy theory, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that, famous celebrities that die, I don't be feeling like they die for real, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like because of knowledge of self and knowledge of awareness and spreading it and impact on other people, they had to be taken out. Now,
Right.
understand some people is old age, some people is, you know what I'm saying, transition and things like that. But it's like
Right. Yeah.
like Dr. Sebi had some more
I was-
years in
you
him. You hear
know,
me?
you read my mind. That was my next question.
You know it. You hear
I was
me?
literally about to ask you, did you study Sabi, and what do you think about that whole thing?
So, I'm the type of person to where I gather a lot of information and I gather them from multiple places, and then I try to like get back to a main point, a main source. Dr. Sebi was like the main source here in America.
Yeah.
That was like, this is who said it, this is who da 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 da. I'm like, oh, okay, let me. And if I'm not mistaken, his niece is still doing, still has a camp that is in the southern states of America. I gotta double check, but it's just like, that's what got me to like seeded things. That's what started to get me to transition into, okay, yo, you really got to be conscious of what you do and the energy that you intake on a daily basis and where you get that energy from, because
Right.
you know what I'm saying, the people that handle the fruit, you know what I mean, the like it really gets deep into like, okay, yo, we got to have our own farms for real.
Yeah.
We got to grow our own food for
It's
real.
scary out here.
We have to, because they're trying to inject all types of things that's going to change our chemical imbalance and just really throw our bodies off, so that we're not aware of self, so that we can just stay a robot and just stay in the system and do what they want us to do.
Right.
But
Right.
like, you know what I mean, like once you know, understand what you can do and what your body is, then it's like, okay, I'm gonna do different. So me personally, like on a morning morning basis, I start off with water. That's a first. Like I gotta water, shower, get clean, all that good stuff.
Any particular water?
So this is a water that I've just found. I really just it's called alkaline water. pH 9.5 and a half or plus. You know what I'm saying? 9.5 plus. It's cool. But here's the biggest thing. And this we're getting back to talking about changing things at a molecular level. I go to sleep and listen to music at 532 hertz. So it goes from 428, no 532 all the way to 432 all the way to 528, and between that, the ocean waves and Tibetan bowls, I set my water in the room with me that I drink in the morning. So then when I wake up, that water is already vibrating at that level. The molecules have already been ionized to be receptive for me to drink. So then from there, I drink it and I'm set for the day.
You talking over these people's head, man. Like he said 532 hertz. Now I want to touch on that too, because I was I recently seen an article where they was talking about how hip hop music, like a lot of like, the trap music, the 808 hertz or whatever, are at a lower hertz, which keeps us all at a lower frequency if we continuously listen to music at those vibrations. What truth do you see in that?
1,000%.
1,000%.
1,000% agree. You know what I mean? And that was something that even I had to get over. You know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite artists that I'm like, you know what I mean? They get me right. They get me hype, bro. When I was working out, I steady dump inside of like Detroit music, Milwaukee. What? I'm turned. What? But then I had to realize, like, I carry that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to always carry that. And now I'm going to interact with other people when I need to be calm, cool, and collected.
Right.
High energy. I'm like, and it's great to have high energy, but it's great to maintain it and be able to, like like Dragon Ball. I love anime. You know what I mean? Like Goku got to be able to get a power in a directed area,
Right.
concentrated, focused, and that's where a lot of You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, they got ADHD. No, they just don't know how to focus and their energy into what they want to do and do it well.
Right.
Just got to be exposed to it. But yeah, man, that's.
Did you cut hip hop all the way out to the life, or do you decide on what you listen to?
I decide on what I listen to. You know what I mean? So I listen to the people that I vibe with. So I listen to Currency.
Currency.
I listen to Larry June, Big Sean. Man, outside of that, that's really it. That's really it. I don't really, you know what I mean? Because like when they get deep dive into, and I don't even listen to, J. Cole too. J. Cole, Cold World. You know what I mean? That's
shout out Cole.
Big Cold World. That's, you know what I mean? That's definitely got me through Whitewater Forest Hill Drive. Whew, man. But yeah, it was just like, as I started to progress away from that, really I listen to Currency and Larry June because what they talk about is get money, stay focused, stay on your grind, go live the life you want to live. They independent, they do their own thing, no label. So it's like in the rap industry, like that's who I respect. Like that's who I'll be like, in my lane, in my industry, that's who I want to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? But really
the Money Man?
Yeah, Money Man. I done listened to a couple of his. You mean like, and that's blockchain joint. Thing, yeah. I definitely, and I was like, okay, I can vibe with it. You know what I mean? But it was only a couple songs for me. Yeah, like for me, because of being a personal trainer and interacting with people, there's so much of a transfer of energy that I need to be mellowed out sometimes. I need to be chilling. I need to be like late night driving, chilling.
Right. That's what's up, man. It's always dope to have somebody that take a passion and then turn it into actual source of income.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And on your entrepreneurship journey, you've discovered another source of income.
Yeah.
I definitely want you to do like a little deep dive on, man. And you described this to me as, if you were I said, damn, if a lazy man wanted to get some money, this is the lane he needs to be in.
Yeah.
And that's your trading expertise, bro. Your trading expertise.
Yeah.
Man, 27 years old, man. How did you get into the trading part? And, man, give him some gems on that.
Man, so with the personal training, you dig, I was out in Philly at this gym called LA Fitness training. Dope spot. I had like 35 clients. I'm there 12 hours a day getting to it. Running into great people. COVID hit 2020. I remember it was Saturday. They like, yeah, we don't know when this is gonna reopen. I'm like, what you mean we don't know when this is gonna reopen? Yeah. I'm like, and I just moved out there. I don't got no car. I ain't got, you know what I mean? I can Uber and get around and do what I got to do, but now that's cutting more than my bread. Like, I'm like, Yeah. And out of everybody that I reached out to, only 2 people was down to like meet in person and continue doing training and pay me on the side. So I was like, that's cool, but like that just cut out like 95% of my check. Like,
right.
All right, I got to figure out something else quick, like, and I can't rely on nobody else. So I was exposed to trading in 2018 through DJ. DJ came to my cousin's crib. We was kicking it, playing the game. Like, hey, y'all seen this? Da-da-da-da. Show me the Forex market. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. I'm like, what? So I got exposed to it. I actually signed up for IML. That's the International Markets Live. And I kind of started dabbling, but I didn't fully dive into it because when I was exposed in 2018 in college, I was in school. I had other stuff going on. I was like, I'm not about to focus on this when I got this going on. I'm trying to get out of school. I'm trying to play football. You know what I mean? I'll focus on that whenever. I had somebody else deal with that. 2020 come around. I'm like, oh, bro, remember that? Damn, if I would have 2 years ago, I would have been in another position. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to be the type of person, I didn't want to be a poor person. Right. And poor is not monetary. Poor is mindset. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't do that. So opportunity came around again. Couple guys that I went to Whitewater with, and studied under and kicked it with. I'm like, studied French with my guy Kiwan, plenty of people. So I'm like, I see all these people doing it. Like, I might as well go ahead and learn and dive in with them.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I did, started locking in, started going crazy. The first, so I'm a mad scientist. I don't know. I'm a mastermind. Actually, that's what
what they
pops.
call 'em.
That's all. That's what pops call me, mastermind. When I get something in my hand, and I'm like, bro, this is what I can. My mind start going. I start piecing stuff together. You can't tell me nothing. I'm finna just lock in on it for the next umpteenth hours, like until I can't think no more, and then I gotta go to sleep. And then even when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about it. And when I wake up, my first thought is, what's this doing?
You gotta be an expert at this shit.
Expert. Deep dive. Same thing I did with personal training.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to learn the body. I had to learn how to do all that. I'm like, okay, so if I could take what I did in personal training and apply this in the trading, I could be cool.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So then I started to really, like, no joke, like spend 12 hours a day on the charts. I signed up again for International Markets Live, and they had educators on there that were live. They had videos, they had scanners, all of that stuff, signals and trade ideas that I could take and put in a demo account. So I was trading on a demo account, $100,000 account, and I was like, okay, I flipped this account in a week.
Yeah.
All right, well, can I do this with my live money? Like, can I do this for real, for real? So my first 2 weeks in, so this is when the stimulus check hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get the 600.
You got that 16.
Got that 6-piece, right? What? I said, instead of me going to go trick off and go buy some, let me take 300, put it to the side. I'm gonna take 300 and I'm gonna put it in the market with it.
Mm-hmm.
See what I can finagle with, see what I can do. Started busting it down. 17 hours, 300 to 3K.
300 to 3K
Crazy. In the crib.
in 17 hours.
In the crib. Laptop.
Chilling in the crib.
TV.
No, hold on. Tell what you was doing for real, for real. You was playing like,
Listen,
pick up the controller.
I was
Show them what you was doing
I was
for real,
on
for real.
sticks. I had my laptop right here, gas right here, TV, chilling.
He blowing, smoking, playing the game, drinking tea.
Watching the charts and just watching the money stack up. I'm just
10x. That's
popping.
10x your money.
I'm just popping entries every time it pulled back like enough points to where I was like, boop. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what I was doing for real with proper risk management. I didn't know. I didn't understand I just knew that I could execute and I could do this.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, let me milk it. Boom. I did that. And I took the money out. I put some money into cryptos. I took took money out, went to the grocery store, had a crazy little barbecue and whatnot. Cracking day. I was like, bro, this is wild. I didn't know, like, this is a possibility.
That's crazy.
All right, cool. Maybe this was a fluke. Maybe this was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Took this other 300, right? Took that. I put it in, did the same thing, 303K, 24 hours. I was sitting on the back porch.
What? It did it again?
Same thing. Literally like a week, week and a half later, 303K. And I'm like, bro, and I was trading Dow Jones. Didn't understand the power of it. You know what I mean? But I'm just placing entries. I was using something called the alligator strategy. So every time it pulled up, I was in profit. Every time it pulled back to around the lines, if it didn't break past the previous high, and it was like wicking out and it was going like slowing down, and I see the volume switching, boop, pop another entry, bloop, 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 pop another entry, bloop, 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 pop another. That's all I did.
I know we ain't got time for you to really bust that down as far as like the.
But those that know.
But yeah. Those who know.
Those that know.
Y'all got to tap in with them to get the verbiage and that, the whole, the whole concept of it. But y'all hear the numbers. Like, hey, if anything, you can be a dummy. You hear them numbers. He put 300 in and made three G's,
Easy.
three J's,
Right from my phone.
right from his phone. Man, like I just want to deep dive right now because I'm just like I need to know like, but I'm rocking with Coop. Like I told him like, man, listen, I need to get down with everything you know. Like you get what I'm saying as far as this trading because it's amazing, man, and it can literally change the financial foundation of like the
Everything.
trajectory.
Everything. Like creating your own socio-economic economy. Like, I mean, a community. Like my biggest goal, and I always tell people that I want an island.
This boy said he want an island by when though? Because I heard when you talking about
the way that things are moving, the way that these percentages in
hey, that's a first percentage in it.
Percentage in.
I love it.
Compound interest. Man, it could really no joke like 35, 40.
And you 27.
27.
Man, y'all listen.
And I just saw one in the Caribbeans that had an island 3 cribs on it already, 450,000. I'm like,
listen, you probably get there faster than that.
But I want mine. So, you know what I'm saying? Everything. So the biggest thing that I always say is you got to have a mental map of what you want. Because it's like, okay, that just showed me that it's possible, but that ain't what I want for real.
Right.
I want an island somewhere between South Africa. Between Madagascar, South Africa, so I can, you know what I mean, if any tsunami, anything like that, I'm at least calm, protected on both sides. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then I'm also gonna have it to where it's high enough to where we got. Man, I don't go.
He undid his geographical homework for real.
Bro. Because you got to have it so clear. When you have, it's something that's called a definiteness of purpose. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you read Think and Grow Rich, you know what that is. Mm-hmm. You got a definiteness of purpose. There is like nothing that can stop you from getting it. And the world, your reality, it forms to you. What I like to call your ether. You know what I'm saying? The things around you, the reason why they're attracted to you is because of how you think, how you move, and what you bring in.
So many people don't understand that, bro. And I try to convey it to them the way that as clear as I could, but you know, like I think people think that it's like a secret to success. Like the only secret is really putting in the work, and like going back to you said that was your coach that told you like literally think of your body as little robots, like rebuilding,
restructuring
you. Like you get what I'm saying, changing how you probably grew up. You get what I mean? The I call it like traditional thinking. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because we stuck in traditional thinking.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's just a cycle that we stuck in. So like I tell people, like if you can break that cycle and tap into your own spiritual, man, like we don't realize the power that we even consume.
And this is what I always tell people. Are we not made in God's image?
People hate when you say I am God. I'm a God. Like they hate that shit. But I'll be like, listen, are we not? You can sing "It's the God in me," but I can't say I am a God. Like you know what I mean? And we not gonna point out the particular group of people. You know what I'm saying? But we know. But on some real shit, bro, I feel like, listen, if I'm made in His image, then I can
move and operate. I can use the same rules, laws, and the blessings is there for me to do it. So why am I not tapping into it to do it?
For real.
It's because of not being aware, not knowledge of self, not taking care of self. You know what I mean? And honestly, that awareness does come from history being stifled. You know what I mean? History being changed and being rewritten and being put to other people's faces that was originally our faces. You know what I mean? But it's like in this world, you got to read between the lines. Once you read between the lines and you piece things together, then you'll see like, okay, I am my spiritual individual. I am my spiritual self. I am my being. But right now I'm here and I have the choice to either succumb to my body and let my body lead me, that's lower self, or let my spirit lead me, and that's my higher self. So why not move and operate in the God that's in me already?
Facts, bro. Facts. I love it, man. I love it. If you could give us like a little basic, little, a little basic entry level of what trading is, and like, you
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean?
Yeah. So, honestly, man, trading it went all the way back to as far as the beginning of time. I'm giving you this, and you're giving me something in return of value, right? So, in very layman's terms, and I'll put this in the stock market today. Let's just say Apple itself is valued at $1, right? And you like, hey, I'm gonna give you $100 at that dollar. Go ahead and do what you got to do with it, make your business better. Do da 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 da. But every quarter, I want you to pay me out 10% of your profits. Or it gets to it you see the value of Apple goes up to $10, and now you worth 1,000. You're like, hey, I gave you 100. Let me get out 500. Let me take out half. You go ahead and keep rocking with the rest and keep doing what you got to do.
That's that compound interest part of it.
That's the compound interest. That's the in a simple stock term, and even in cryptos, you know what I'm saying? That's buying low and selling high.
Selling high.
That's
the
all it
same
is.
around the board.
Same thing with real estate. You buy a crib at 50,000, you let it sit for a little bit. Now it's worth an extra 10 just because now you sell it at 60. Now you just made a 10,000 profit.
Right. And that's one of the strategies with real estate. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but that's what I was taught from my mentor. You know, find off market deals, because those off market deals are the ones that, even if you don't make any money off of it, at least you break even because you buying it off market. It's not. It's at value when you hit the market. When it hit the market,
Right.
so you want to beat them to the punch before it catches its full value. So when I bought my property, I bought it like the realtor that we was dealing with. She really wanted to put it on the market. She was, trying to swindle me. Like, you can get, I'm like, man, the man want to bust it down for this price, man.
Stop
And
playing.
we end up cutting her out the deal. With literally
Greed.
It was
Greed.
her greed, and it was his realtor. He like, I don't want to pay her no 5%. Like, he was
Right.
an OG. He like, look, I want to do that. So he called me. We did the deal direct. He like,
Easy.
look, young man, I want you to have this, and I caught it off deal with equity in it, like
Plug.
like 80 something equity. So at any given moment, and the market crazy right now, so. Like, I'm looking at upwards. Probably, I ain't gonna even say the number, but if I bust the bull, I can hold it and just keep on getting that that passive income, because
Right.
it's always lovely to get some money that you ain't gotta ever really work for. You
Of
get what
course.
I'm saying?
Of course.
So
That's
yeah,
what we
man.
all trying to get to.
Buy low. I mean, buy low, sell high, like you said.
That easy. Now with what I do, I go more in depth into it. You know what I mean? As far as from doing it from my phone, I can sell high, and then close the contract when it's low. You know what I mean? So we went into a bear market. A lot of people saying like, "Oh, I'm losing money. I'm da 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 da." I'm calling all shorts. I'm like short Nasdaq, and short is sell. And if you hear anybody in the business market world say that, short is sell, long is buy. So they say go long on this business, da, 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 go short. They saying take your money out.
Take your money out at short. Keep your money in at long.
Yep. So, so with being able to do that, I can maneuver and operate however it's going. And with the way that the dollar is going, they're trying to make it obsolete. They're trying to turn things into using the USDC. That's why they're trying to regulate Coinbase.
Yeah.
All these major ones, they're trying to make it US regulated so that they can put the USDC in and be the main Bitcoin crypto.
Yeah, that's the whole Fed.
Fed now.
Look, so people that aren't knowledgeable. They make fun of crypto. Like I've seen people like, where are all the crypto investors at now? You get what I'm saying? They making fun of people like, yeah, what is it? But they don't realize that you've been part of this blockchain thing for ever, like damn near for years. Because
Right.
once we converted over to debit cards and credit cards and all
Everything
that,
digital.
everything is digital. So you like understand that part, ladies and gentlemen. You already part of the system, and now they forcing you part of the system. You get what I'm saying? Like we've already been forced into the system. So crypto is the new way that they're converting to everything.
Yeah.
And I seen a clip online where I don't know what country it was, but they were literally in the street. They had the paper money. They was just burning that shit, just like I'm talking about piles of it. And they said this is America. America gonna be next.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah. No lie, I believe it because it's they're okay. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to turn everything digital so that you can, and China's already doing this, to where they can do face scans to know where you go, like when you leaving, coming and going. Put
They
a
do that now.
put a chip.
I got clear now where they scan my eyes and shit every
time.
time I leave the airport.
Every time, no lie. Skins, chips under the skin to be able to scan with your debit card and pay for food and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's that's where everything is going digital. So they're gonna be able to control your banking. So they're like, yo, you got too much money sitting in your savings. You need to spend 30% of this within the next 6 months, or we're gonna take it and redistribute it.
Y'all hear that? They go freeze your shit or put it somewhere else. So that is getting scary, y'all. That's why I got this man on here, because he gonna break this shit down, like how to really like
maneuver around,
get your mind right for real.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. Like as I'm learning things, and as as my team that I'm working with is bringing new things to our awareness. It's like, okay, how do we operate outside of this? How can we still, if you are in the U.S., how can you tap into the international market to be able to do what you got to do and still finagle? That's what I like to call it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But get around. So I would highly recommend that folks go get something that's called a Tandem wallet.
Tandem wallet.
Yeah, Tandem wallet. That's so basically it's you get three like debit cards essentially, and you could put one into a safe, put it wherever, keep one on your personal use as a regular, for transactions and whatnot, and then give the other one to whoever you trust, or put it wherever you feel safe. But that's a place to where you can store your cryptos on, and they can't touch it. Put it in things like Coinbase or MetaMask, and they're even coming after Exodus and Ledger and things like that. Like putting it on to sites that store them virtually, you're still at a potential risk for that to be attacked. So in order to truly store what you want to, like save what you want to store long term, whether it's 5, 10, 20 plus years, whatever the case may be, put it onto a what's called a cold wallet.
Okay.
That's something it's like a USB.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like what we used to use back in the day with the floppy disk with the files. Same thing.
Okay. So let me ask you, is that prevention of the U.S.? So I guess the U.S. is trying to regulate like crypto.
Yep.
But they can't do it across the board, like across the whole world.
Right.
So you saying that this Tandem wallet
is an international joint that you can they use U.S. people, they use like service to U.S. clients, and can do what you got to do. So I mean, there's all like you got to be learning and ahead of the curve and adjusting and adapting with the times, because if not, it'll come to the point to where my money is stuck and I can't touch it.
Yeah.
And that's happened to people that was in Canada, or whatever the case may be. That's why the bank in California went under, because that was a major crypto and tech lending and funding bank.
Can you imagine going to the time to the I still say time machine sometimes. Shit. The ATM.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to the ATM and not being able to withdraw? You know it's bread in there. You know it's money in there, and they telling you nope. We got a hold on your account. That happened to me one time. The IRS did it though.
Bruh.
Listen, it was during my brother wedding. I was going to get the cash to go put on the tux.
Right.
I had about 7,000 in the bank.
Right.
Man, they had a freeze on my shit. Told me I couldn't even touch it. Do you know the? So I'm saying that, like, you don't. If you never been through that, the devastation, and knowing that you have money in the bank
And you can't get it.
That's where we going. So this man put you up on game, like,
Yeah.
how to protect your money.
Yeah.
Can you touch bases on the new venture that you and your team are talking? And listen, this is a crown gem. Like this is some secret society shit, man. Like not to say it like that, but like for real, you got to be referred into this. So
Facts.
he's really like if he's giving you this information on my platform in order for you to be referred, but this only for the real people that's really serious about changing their future and potentially making some generational wealth out of it.
Facts.
So, man, touch on what you and the team doing. Like, give us the name and what y'all goal is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, man, even now thinking about it, I still get goosebumps because it's like,
excited.
bro, what?
I got jumbled up on my words, but I'm like, man, it's so exciting to even talk about it. It's dope. Go ahead. I'm gonna just let you rip, bro.
No, yeah. So it's called 4 Traders Inc. Right. So this is basically the number 4, because it's 4 of us that comes like stuck through the storm. You know what I mean? Like you really you. That's why I love the storm, because it weeds out the weak. It weeds out those that's not able to. You know what I mean? That's so. So we back in 2020. That's when we all really met, and it was all from different corners. We got one guy that's in North Carolina, one guy that's in Illinois, another guy that's in Kenosha, and I'm here. But we would always meet on Zoom. We would always be, talking back and forth in the chat, asking questions, like serious about the craft of trading for real. And IML is partly known for its affiliate marketing system as well. That's why I was a Platinum 1000, where I had, a team of 30 people under me. Cool and great. But a lot of people took that affiliate marketing piece like over their head and let titles dictate respect.
Yeah.
And sense of demanding respect. And that's like,
yeah.
Nah.
I always bump heads doing that.
Right. So with us, what we did, really put together a simple 3-step system, right? Okay. Step 1 is getting educated. You gotta, it don't matter what it is, you gotta get educated on financial awareness. Financial literacy. So whether it's, we're starting off, of course, the basics of trading and how to analyze and understand the market and things like that. But we also got, Ilya Blakely, that's doing the credit specialist.
Shout out to Il.
Shout out to Il.
Shout out to Il. Il, the one that gave me the alley-oop on that.
Facts.
On that 4 unit I got. So always, I give my man his flowers always. He gave me that loop, and we closed the deal. So shout out to Ilya, man.
Man, always. So
good dude to know.
Facts. So you know what I'm saying? It's just really being in position to understand how to trade and how to manipulate and maneuver in the market, but then also understanding the psychology of a trader. Mm-hmm. So you do have to know and understand knowledge yourself. So one of the books that I highly recommend, like, you can go on YouTube, listen to this book. It's 22-minute audio, like fire. Richest Man in Babylon.
I'm listening. Listen, I'll show you right now. That's the book.
10% of all I earn is mine to keep.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple. And then letting that create kids, and those kids create kids, and those kids create kids with people that's actually experts in their field and that's doing what they love to do, and not because they getting money out of it, but because they're passionate about it, and that's what they genuinely love to do. Right. Like, I'm not finna go to a blacksmith about glass.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's diving in things like that, and then phase 2 is the automation. You know what I mean? So there's something out here that's called expert advisors. And basically, it allows you to be able to trade and invest in the market automatically without you having to lift a finger. You know what I mean? So, like, within this past, I want to say, so we started June 7th. Let me see. Yeah, June 7th. My account has grown 3.2%, and I haven't lifted a finger.
You ain't seeing no kind of return with your money sitting in the bank like that.
Nothing.
What's the bank ratio? It's what, like
0.01.
0.001?
Like a percent of a percent.
So they using your money to do this type of trading.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. These are the people that's manipulating in the market. This is the Wall Street banks. This is the hedge funds. And like, you can even go and get a job as doing this. Almost went and did that. Almost went to U.S. Bank, like, hey, I'll trade for y'all. And they'll give me money to trade. And the thing with the bank is, oh my goodness, I'm finna. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all this gem right now. Listen, the thing with the banks is they don't care about positions. I'm sorry, they don't care about like getting in and out of the market and making money, right? They care about positions. They care about getting into the market and holding until that position gets into profit. So it doesn't matter if that goes negative $3 million.
They're gonna hold to us.
They're gonna hold it because it ain't their money. It's your money.
Dog. Do y'all understand that? They don't even care. It's like being at the crap table. Shit, this ain't my bread. Throwing it away when you could be tapping into the information and understanding how to do it
yourself. Now you get the profits.
He said they give you 0.001 with your money sitting in there. Like, we think the bank be doing us a favor. No, I go to the bank with, like, now, I go to the bank with cockiness.
You need my business.
You need my business. Give me that bread.
You need that
real.
CRA accreditation. You need to be looking good in the community so you can keep getting money. So, yeah, give me that money so I can make my money with it. And, yeah.
Man, listen, I go to the bank
OPM.
with cockiness now.
Facts.
Like, OPM, listen, I want what, and this is how you ask them. Because a lot of people don't realize, like, you gotta ask them, what products do you have? It's like going to the grocery store. What y'all got to offer me? Because you about to catch some interest off of this money.
Right.
I'm about to take your money and go make some money, and then I'll just break you off when I'm ready.
When I'm done.
And you know what I'm saying? I'll pay you minimum until I'm done flipping it. For real. Like, you gotta work them like they work your money.
Facts.
For real. On a higher level though.
Facts. And that's where we tapping into. Man. That's where we tapping into, doing it on a higher level. Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying, when I first started out trading, like, remember I said it was 300.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine if I would have started out with 3,000.
You would have turned that 3, what? That would have went to
3 to 30.
That would have went to 30 with 3 bands that quick. Like, this is the information we got to understand. Because what this man is talking about is that he sat there on his PlayStation. What is it, PlayStation?
I think it was PS4 at the time.
Whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
The man playing games, printing money.
Bad, no lie.
He printing money from his phone. Man, listen. How can people get? How can they get involved? Like, this is strictly by referral. So you got to come through me. You got to
I was about to say
Crown
you got
to
no
because
cap.
they about to shut this shit down, and there ain't about to be a lot of people.
No cap. Because like, listen. So here's the thing. Like, so so phase 3. I forgot real quick. Phase 3 is just next level. You know what I mean? So getting into, if you need to get into traditional, set your trust. We got a financial planner who work with New York Life who been in position. We got a tax accountant who been doing taxes for 40 years. Understands the game, then done audits and whatnot. So understands like how you need to move your money, where to move it, so your taxes look how they need to look, so you can pay what you need to pay and be like Trump.
Yeah. Real, get it
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Get right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? All they would have to do is either hit you, you know what I mean, get connected with you, or hit me on Instagram. My Instagram is Chris Coop Mindset. ChrisCoopMindset. All lowercase, all one word, all that. You know what I mean? just hit me like, hey, I saw you on Crown Joint. I'm trying to get locked in. I'll set you up. Get onto the presentation. The thing is, we only do the presentation twice a month.
Twice a month. I hopped in right away, and guess what? I'm about to cash out on it today.
Finna get right.
When we do the presentation, Monday.
Did the presentation Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night. So listen, if I wasn't like in the process of doing some things right now, I would have paid for that night, for real. Like that. Like, and what they're offering is automation. Like your money just like on automation, but you still gotta tap in and learn this shit. Like,
right.
You want to be able to learn and know exactly what's going on, because like y'all said, so you can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on with your money, ain't no scam, ain't no shit going on, so you already tapped in.
Yep. That's the biggest key, and it's being able to maneuver it yourself. That's gonna give you that sense of calmness to, okay, I can do what I want to do how I want to do it. And so our main target audience right now is college students, business owners, entrepreneurs, and real hustlers. Like folks that's really doing this for their family, that's trying to set their family generationally for life with whatever they need. You know what I mean? Like I just watched something last night that saying John D. Rockefeller put it to where he had $10 million put into a trust. 400 people put $10 million of life insurance into a trust and let that sit. Somewhere around $4 billion right now.
Dog, do y'all hear that? That's generational. We ain't gonna even talk about how you can get that life insurance money. We
talking, and it's called infinite banking. Infinite banking, being able to use your life insurance money to circulate it and make more money with, and then you paying it down anyways.
You're putting it up anyway.
So why not be able to use what you put up to be able to make more money, and it's gonna be sitting there anyways, just in case if something happened.
And you still covered.
And
then if like literally if something happened, like you ain't able to put it back in, you still covered.
Facts. You know what I mean? Man, so
listen, man. Look, that hit the mark. I'm already knowing I can sit here and talk to this man for hours, man. But I gotta let him get going because he got.
You got a training session 12 o'clock. Got another one at 2. Got youth football at 5:30. You know what I mean? So while I'm, that's the thing. Like when you able to make money, do what you want to do. I don't work a job. I don't have a 9 to 5. I just do what I want to do on a daily basis. I make sure I cover 3 things every day. I gotta make sure I eat right, take care of myself, learn, grow, do something that's gonna empower me, make me better. I have to do the same for somebody else, whether it's a personal trainer, whether it's a conversation that's just raising their level of awareness to who they really are. And then 3, I got to do some type of money making activity. Do those 3 things. There's no way you can be broke, poor in life. There's no way.
Y'all heard it from the man, and guess what? Y'all forgot this man only 27 years old.
Yeah, man.
27. He just listen. He gave us so much game. You know what I mean? Like Jesus Christ, man. Cool. I appreciate you, brother. Man, I hope this ain't the first and last time. Please become a regular guest on the show.
Whenever.
You know what I mean?
Whenever.
Come drop these gems on the people because we are so misguided and we are so conditioned to think traditionally.
Facts.
So, man.
Hey, if you in Milwaukee, we do Financial Fridays, the first Friday of every month. You know what I mean? 5 o'clock, right at Coffee Makes You Black. So just pull up. We'll be talking anything from credit to insurance to we talking about house flipping this next one. I talk about investing, health and wellness. We have realtors come in. We have people from Axe Housing come. Like when I say it's, people be like, it ain't no information, ain't no gyms in the city. It's like, no, you just choose not to pull up. It's either that or you're just not aware of it. So let me just go ahead and let you know, make you aware of it. Now that you're aware of it, pull up.
Pull up.
That's simple.
Pull up. Y'all heard the man. Hey, listen, that's another episode of Convo with Crown. I appreciate my man Coop coming in. Hey, drop your info, man, so they can tap in. Drop it one more time for me.
Yes, sir. So Instagram is Chris Coop Mindset. I am honestly just going Instagram. That's really where I live at most of the time. You know what I mean?
Say less.
Yeah, just hit me on there, and then I.
He'll
It's
get
the
right
DM's
at you.
always open.
The DM is always open, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, come back anytime. This has been another episode of Convo with Crown. We signing out. And I hope y'all learned something today, man, because it wasn't nothing but financial gems going on. You heard? And we out of here.
Much love. Peace.
Peace.